Yes. Hello, Dave
Oh,
Peck.
Hello, Joseph Jaffe.
that's
I see
cool. Hi,
Steve.
Dave.
Hey, Steve. Where's Saul? You're missing the guy of the hour.
I like
He's
that background. Now that's cool.
yeah, he's that's I think that's iStock photo.
No, it's
That's
moving. It
what.
can't be. It's animation. It's a GIF, isn't it?
No,
Behind
it's
you?
video. It's video, but they've got video.
All right.
I think it was like a free
Uh-huh.
account, and then I
Of
used my
course.
credits, and then I canceled. Yeah, exactly. You're a
Hey,
famous
what?
person. You're a famous person, Dave Peck. I mean, I see you with all these
Yeah.
celebrities. What the hell?
Oh,
Can you get a few to come on my show? What's going on?
God. I'm thinking about doing one myself, just doing it on Clubhouse. I haven't decided yet. I have to,
It's
they're
very
all now. COVID. You can't get together.
no we can't. But
Hey, you got.
Steve and I hang out every day
Are you local? Yeah,
on
Steve strikes me as the type of guy to go outside.
no, he
Yeah.
hangs out with his wife every day when he does the Murph challenge and his walks. But Steve is pretty much on our Zoom after show. I would say
I
almost every day.
I just signed up for alerts now.
Now
So now
where is Saul Colt?
he needs to turn on his video and turn on his microphone.
Oh, there he is.
I'm here. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
He needs to do a lot of
Yeah.
things.
And he doesn't care.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, Garfield, you just followed me on the Clubhouse. What do you think of Clubhouse, Steve?
I don't know yet. I haven't really listened to a lot.
It's pretty damn cool. I don't know how long it'll last being cool because there's so few people on it. We're making everyone else feel left out, but the caliber of person on there is off the hook. I was in a chat with Jared Leto yesterday, of all people, and then MC Hammer the other day, speaking of celebrities, and then every VC you can throw a stick at is on there. I highly recommend it until it gets open to the public, and then it'll lose its value.
Can I get on?
I don't have invites. How'd
You
you
have
get
to
on it, Steve?
You just go there and say join and put in your name and a little
There you
why
go.
you want to join.
Yeah, join Clubhouse, something like that. It's only worth $100 million right now in closed alpha beta. Notice I didn't say beta, in alpha.
We noticed.
It's incredible.
All right, I'll try it.
Yeah, I could not Jeremiah Aoyang lives on the damn thing. I don't know how he's getting any work done these days.
So that's why he doesn't return my calls. So I can't get Jeremiah to come on the show. Like I was like, hey, I thought we were buddies. I'm like, Jeremiah, you want to come on the show? I don't even get a response. I'm like, did I offend you? Did I upset you? By the way, this whole show unedited goes on YouTube. That's how it works. It's a Steve Garfield thing. I'm just trusting him.
So I
I'm
talk
right.
to Jeremiah every day.
We'll
much.
see, huh?
So I'll ask him what the deal is. I'll give him a hard time.
I got to the point where like Jeremiah, I thought we were friends. Did I offend you?
Yeah,
I don't know. What's going on with Jan Zlotnick?
And I have a question for Saul, if that's.
Go for it. I mean, the man of the hour is Saul Colt.
Yeah.
I was listening to the everything you did at South by, and it's really cool. The banners at the airport and the buses. I think I remember that buses day.
I totally remember the buses. I wasn't sure if I wasn't going to say buses. I wasn't sure if that was the same event.
But then you talked to them for 30 minutes on the bus. That's what they got.
It was FreshBooks, right?
Yeah, fresh one.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, and I didn't want to be wrong, but you know, as I said, this goes on YouTube as well. So I thought it was FreshBooks, and I knew that was you.
FreshBooks is they were one of the best things to happen in my career. They gave me a lot of freedom and a lot of trust to do some really good things. I'm not associated with them anymore. They do some interesting things still, but they sort of grew up as a brand and don't really do the stuff that got them there, which is fine. It sort of happens all the time, but I'm proud of the stuff I did at FreshBooks, but I don't wave the flag, far and wide, for everything.
Did you do baseball cards with them? Like with Chris Brogan
We
on
did
it?
baseball cards.
Yeah.
I was looking around to see if I could find my Chris Brogan, but I just couldn't find it. I know it's somewhere around here.
Yeah, I've got some here. I can find them.
It's like, Joseph, do you remember with Social Media Star baseball cards?
I'm still waiting for my baseball
Dave,
card. Maybe it's because I'm a foreigner.
I totally remember that. Totally.
Isn't Brogan Canadian, or am I just making that up?
I don't think so.
No.
I feel like anyone in social media is Canadian. I think the Canadians have taken over.
He's Maine.
Yeah.
Okay, show us what you got, Saul. There they are. Yes.
Internet All-Star baseball cards.
That's cool.
So we did a pack of 20. Here's Gary Vaynerchuk,
Gary V,
Rayanne, bunch of people you've heard of and never heard of. But yes, here's the checklist. Chris Brogan's at the top of the list. We did baseball cards. We did so much cool stuff because, in a lot of ways, nobody was paying attention. Like, it was one of those things where it's like a dream situation. Do whatever you need to do as long as it's providing results. And the minute it's not providing results, we get rid of you and move on. So I was able to stick around for 6 years.
And by the way, you changed your glasses.
I did. This is the after party. These are my party glasses.
I like them.
Jeez,
So,
what a group.
hello, Bob Farnham.
How's it going? Can you hear me with this headphones on?
Yeah, more or less. I like the relaxed Bob Farnham, not in the studio with the big microphone and the glasses and.
Yeah, I'm out in the yard. It's too nice out to be. It's like 80-something degrees here in Vermont, so I always joke that I like spending spring, summer, and fall in Vermont and the other 9 months of the year somewhere closer to the equator. Well, that's what I used to say.
So I went for my run today, and I was listening to Seth Meyers on Howard Stern, and I don't know if I should be admitting this, but all I could think about was Steve Garfield the whole run. I mean, I'm just thinking about Fallon, and I'm thinking of and Howard Stern's asking Seth Meyers, like, why did CBS not send anyone to help you set up, and he's in the attic and the squirrels and I actually just and it was just brilliant, listening to the whole thing and how these guys were struggling. And then I think about us, the streamies, right? Laura, Saul, Chris, myself, and we're just figuring it out, and we're building up, and they're breaking it down, or breaking down, which is not to detract from them. I actually had an idea, which I'm going to tell you privately, Steve, which I think you might like. But I was actually this is the problem, is that all I think about every day now is Steve Garfield.
It sounds like love.
It sounds like I need medication, to be honest. But
Steve is the medication.
Maybe.
Or the virus.
I'm thinking of ways to make your show better all the time.
I know, and I'm listening.
You mean ways that he can change the show, or medication so you enjoy the show more?
Thank you for the clarification, Jen.
You're welcome. I don't know if you guys know the difference between a wheelbarrow and a gorilla cart.
What's the difference? I'll bite.
A gorilla cart is infinitely more convenient and easy to use. This is a gorilla with more mulch in it that I could get in the wheelbarrow. Can you see the gorilla cart?
Wow, that's
Yeah, I'm not sure there was a joke.
I thought it was a joke.
So did I.
I'm just
Oh,
The only
I'm just
joke is
glad
that
that didn't turn out racist.
no, the only joke is that you would consider it racist, or that you would not know the Gorilla Cart because it is like a better branding idea. So I'm thinking about calling Gorilla Cart and seeing how successful they are, because in my use of it today, I have abandoned any thought of ever using a wheelbarrow again as I do my mulching,
Nice.
which I'm doing right now.
All right. And on that note, I got to get back to work and get on a work call using
Yeah, me
Ring
too.
Central,
So-
not Zoom. Thanks, guys.
So Dave
Right.
Peck, nice to see
Joe.
you. Before you leave, the Zoom after show, we do it every day. You
Okay.
are welcome every day, well, every weekday. It is published live on, well, it's published afterwards on YouTube.
Okay.
And I'm glad you're well. It's good to see your face.
Thank you. It's good to see you too, my friend. All right. Back to work I go.
All right. And what's that?
Right.
What's that website?
All right, thanks, Dave.
I'll
Website
try and,
for what?
the one that you were saying, they were hanging out with, chatting with MC Hammer.
Clubhouse.
Oh, Ring Central. Oh, Clubhouse.
I'll see if they'll accept me. They probably won't, but why
It's
not?
incredible. Yes. All right.
All right.
See you guys.
Cheers, buddy.
Who was that?
Jen, I think you've been inhaling too much bleach, because we finally got a new person on the after show, and you chased him off. You chased him away.
Yeah,
You're
well,
too
then-
territorial.
Yeah, it's okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm all for that.
So I mean, you're being very, very selfish, trying to hoard me all to yourself.
Saul was great.
He
So
is great.
Thank
how
you.
was it that Saul came on the show? That's what I
Well,
want to.
Well, I think the Facebook message on a comment was, "Who do I have to sleep with to get on the show?"
It was. And
That would be
then
a funny.
then you made a point of saying on a different show, if only
No, it was on the
Saul were
same
watching-
show.
was it the same show? But anyway,
He
you
made
said-
the comment he made the comment that morning, like in advance of it, and I said, if he's watching and he texts me, I'll bring him on.
And Saul, how did you find out that he was talking about you, and the only way you were going to get on the show was if you texted him?
Oh, it was
you
you?
told me, Bob.
It
You
was-
arsehole.
Yes.
Well, that's how bad I wanted him to be on the show. I was afraid he was going to miss the opportunity because you had like put in these stringent plans. You know, if you don't,
No, I was just, I was thinking that, Saul Colt, a man who monitors, who's a social media monitoring, genius, would
Right.
have
Well,
been.
he's genius enough to know that I was going to tell him that since he wasn't monitoring it, that he needed to get on the show. And
Well, he deserved to be on the show, and it was great. And I think you were what Corona Cocktails was made for.
Well, thank you. All right, guys. I appreciate this, and it was like amazing to talk to you. I have to run and get on a call, which will be not even half as fun as the one we just had. But thank you so much for this. And Joe, I will send you a message to coordinate something with you and I.
Yeah, I'll be in touch as well. I'll send you some links and stuff like that, and the files, so you can slice it, dice it, do whatever you want with it. Put it behind the velvet curtain.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye, Saul.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay,
Great hearing your
have a good
stories.
night.
Well, that is,
Okay.
that is a good note to break it down, and I gotta go do some research for tomorrow's show. I was recommended to meet with Hank, and I don't know him, and so I'm gonna do a bit of research, and I'm sure have a good show.
Oh.
Steve, I've got to pitch you on this idea. It's a good one. You're gonna like it.
Okay. I
I'll
was
send you-
on, whose show was I on? Oh, Kerry Gorgone from Marketing Profs. And what she did was she zoomed in like you sometimes do, and then she sent me the file. And when I saw it, the zoomed in version was all pixelated. And then later on in the show, she zoomed out, and it's like this, like a full screen of each person, and that was much better. And actually, I think that looking at the fuller version, landscape mode of the person and where they're sitting in their environment, to me, is a lot better than the zoomed in close one.
I agree.
Yeah. And so I've got to work on those like overlays and those backgrounds, and I will continue to. So it's all good. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I have to tell you, a run on an empty stomach and a gin martini, I'm ready for bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Well done.
All right.
Later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.